Welcome back to the final day of this Thunderbolt Apache Leader Iran campaign. I have gone through the targets for this last day and decided to hit these two. The bombardment unit, which I hit the first day, and this mounted infantry that's been hiding in the rear all day long. I did draw this enemy reinforcement, which said pay 1 SO point or add 1 new random battalion to the enemy rear range band. I know I have been quite lucky with the draws of the battalions to not have as many negative effects on the flavor text. I really don't want to risk anything that makes me miss this chance to get up to a great evaluation, so I'm going to pay 1 SO point for that. That in turn means that I do not have enough points to refuel both my flights here. So I've decided to have the refueling option for my Cobras. And they're missing 1 APC here, but there are only so many counters. And that's why, because they could only have 2 weight points instead of 6 against this target. And I think I really need all the weapons I can get here, even if they are halved. And that in turn means that I can only have 10 weight points per Thunderbolt. And I've gone through this, and it's a shitload of units here. And since I don't have the weight points for it, I have to rely on my gun to take out the last targets, I think. I have also decided that my ace here, Rebel, is going to load up on only independent weapons, apart from the fuel tank, that is. Since he has a +2/+2 and total of +3, which means that these hit automatically. And there are none here that have a negative modifier on my rolls. Also, I'm using Thor, and I'm going to use his +3 on the cannon strikes, and loads up on the LAUs, and I have 2 Mark 20 bombs. I've been debating forward and backwards with myself to have removed 1 LAU and added 2 more of these Mark 20 cluster bombs. But I've decided that it might be better to have an extra rocket pod instead. I also decided to have my drone flying with my Thunderbolts, since here there are 4 SAM vehicles, and they are going to be nasty. So and I have to be high altitude, and I need to strike them hard and fast. This target only has 2 AAAs, and they only have a range of 1, so I'm thinking I might be able to hide from those the first turn. But we'll see how it goes. I'm going to start out with the big one, the mounted infantry, and you'll see that right now. And this is how it ended up. I did draw this one, creative navigation, increase your loiter turns, so I have 6 turns, or rather I have 8 turns rather than 7, which might be needed here. I tried to find a setup which had me not take any hits, but that would take way too long. I could have gone in here on low altitude and just gone and hit this and this, just aiming for the SAMs basically, and hiding and snaking around. But I'm gonna go for the more direct approach here. I'm gonna go have Rebel. He's gonna drop a shit ton of laser guided here. Thor, he's going right over here and he's dropping both his cluster bombs. And we'll see where we go from there. But hopefully there will only be one SAM site left of this. And, well, I hope we survive that. So, we are going to start with pop-up counters, which there are none. Then we're going to go for the cover roll. 4 has destroyed units. There are no destroyed units yet. Then we move and attack. And we're going to start with Rebel. He's going to go to high altitude, because that's where he can drop his independent weapons. And it's going to hit the command and the SAM. And it's going to hit that SAM. It's going to not bother with the rest. So, as we discussed before, it's +2, +1. That means that all these are automatic hits. Like so. And then he is gonna go over here and not be hit by these two, hopefully. Next up, Thor. He is just going to move one space here. He's gonna go up here. We could have gone... No, instead, since he has 2 evasive... bother. I'm gonna take both these and strike everything there. He's gonna hit on a 2+, I think, right? Or should I just use 1? Yeah, with the +4 there, I'm gonna hit everything on a 2 or higher. Yeah, I'm gonna risk it. Just 1 of those cluster bombs. I think I might secure up just to be sure. I'm gonna fire and be 100% sure I take out that SAM site at least. So should we start with that? The LAU 61. I got a +4. Oh, I get to keep it as well. That was the main objective of that attack. Now let's see what happens. Should we start with the command? That's a 5, so that's a hit. I've been joined here by my youngest daughter. She's very interested in the damage counters. I hope that won't be too necessary to draw out of. I'll just continue to roll here since they are APCs, the rest of them. That's a 1, that's a miss. So, well, I did take out the main targets here. So let's see. Now we're at the enemy attacks here. No, this one hasn't moved yet. He's gonna move down here. So this infantry is firing on this hex, because I can't see Thor over there. So 1 to 5 is on Rebel. It's on my poor little drone. The cannon. They don't have any cannon, so no problem. Then next up here, let's see. This infantry can fire, but not over the ridge. So it's this SAM that is firing on Thor, and he has evasive 1. So he's going to draw 1 red and 1 yellow. Let's see. We'll start with the red one. Structure. And 1 stress, but it's an A10, so nothing. 1 structure, let's find that one. There we have them. And it's Thor. And then we have this APC as well, with 1 yellow, I see now. 1 stress. So Thor is going to 3. It can take a few more at least before he's shaken. So we advance to loiter counter, and then pop-up counters. Now there English is a hard language. There is 1 pop-up counter this time. No enemy. So we cover roll again. A 6. All infantry. So they can hide. Nope. And let's see, what can... should we start off with Thor? Yeah, let's start off with Thor. He's gonna go 1, 2. And he is going to fire both his LIU 61s on these targets. So that's Sam with a +4. 9, we get to keep it. And that truck with a +6. So, well, we get to keep it. Then we have, next up here, is Rebel. And I'm thinking that since we have the drone who will be here, maybe I need to stay at high altitude and try to take out these 2 hexes. Because he is going to move this way. So we have Rebel coming in here. And he is probably going to use... Oh, hold on. Yeah, Rebel is going to attack here. And I think that the rules say it would have been awesome if I could have used my cannon on this one and the independence on this. But I think the weapons, the rules say that you either use cannon or weapon counters. So I'm gonna expend just to keep that drone safe. And Rebel AI is a +3, so all those are instant killed.
So,
like so. Let's see, how many points? 4 points to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points. So 3 more units. That shouldn't be too hard. So let's go for the enemy attacks. Which means that this infantry will be firing on this hex. 1 to 5, it's on Rebel. Yep, and Rebel has evasive 2 now. He is an ace, so no problem there. And we go to the advanced loiter counter, and pop-up counters is next up. No enemy. So we go to the enemy cover roll. 8. Any 1 unit in each hex. So that means that most of these are gonna go hide. All of them are hiding in cover. And I think that we are going to start off with Thor. So he's going 1 and 2. He's going to fire both of these. And then his fire +4. So first we get to keep the weapon. And on the second we get to keep the weapon. Good, good. And Rebel, he is gonna continue to keep the drone safe by expending a unnecessarily expensive weapon. So then we have the enemy attacks, and this infantry is firing on Thor, which means no effect. He has evasive 1. And we advance to loiter counter. Pop-ups, yep, Rebel is still high altitude. It's an APC. Let's see where it emerges. Down here. Oh, that might be a problem. But now there's no more use for, Rebel being up high. So I think he will go low and go 1 and 2. But we will have to deal with that one. And Thor needs to get up to a high altitude. So 1, 2. And he is going to fire an LEU on that one. Whoops, there it goes. So I get to keep it and destroy that one. And back into the pop-up counter tray. Let's do that one. And then the enemy attacks. That one attacks there. No effect. Because reasons. Evasive. No pop-ups. This, yeah, we have a pop-up. Thor. No enemy. Cover roll. Let's have a 10 now. No, 5. Destroy units on Hex. Doesn't really matter. Rebel here. He is going to go in here and he's going to fire his cannon and take that one out. And the drone is continuing to fly here. Thor, I really don't need this. I could just get out of here basically. Yeah, let's do that instead. There's no need to completely destroy them. I don't need the extra experience points here. So Rebel is going that way. And Thor is going low altitude. And 1 and 2 and destroying this on his way. So advance the Lloyd counter because they can't attack. And pop-up counters are none this time. Enemy cover roll just for the sake of it. Same hex with aircraft, doesn't apply. And we fly home. What should I say? I just love those Thunderbolts, and especially with these pilots. I have Rebel as an ace. I have Thor, which will be an ace after this. Let's see. Reporting for duty. That's the 3rd time this campaign. You know what that means. I get to keep it. And I'm gonna set up for the next mission. And this is how it ended up being set up. I drew the enemy support, and much to your surprise, there was another truck here. Okay, let's do this. I have 5 turns to reduce these guys to less than 6 points. I'm currently at 29. I need these 2 points to get up to 31 and that great evaluation. Let's see if we can do it. The enemy cover roll much is resting on this 1 random hex. Please let it be some good hex. And 1 to 5, yeah, that's a good one. So let's see. Scuttle is going to move here into a hover. Or is he? No, he's going to move there. And he is going to fire 1 Hellfire, 1 LAU 61. And what he's going to do about that Scud? He is going to fire a LAU 61 on that one. Yeah, let's start with the AAA because that's the vital one. 2 plus 2, that's a 4. Just a hit. And next up, we to the truck. I got a +4, so it's a nomadic kill. But do I keep it? Yes, I keep it. Also very good. And that last SPA 1 plus a 2. That's a miss, and I do not keep the weapon. That wasn't that good, but I think I might survive it. So next up is Freak, and Freak is going to hover there, and he is going to fire in this hex LAU 61 on each, and no, I can't afford that. I really can't afford that. I need all the weapons I can, and I hope I don't roll badly. Let's do the AAA there first. I need a lot on this die, so it's a 1. Yeah, did not need that. And SP, that's a hit. I should have rolled the other way, and it wouldn't be so problematic as it's going to be now. Because then we advance the loiter counter. We draw pop-up, no enemy cover roll. Let's see. 3, same hex with aircraft, so these guys are going to hide. Then the fast, which there are none, then the enemy attacks, and now we're in a world of hurt, because this AAA is going to fire on Freak, and it's going to fire twice. He has evasive 1, so Freak is going to take 1 red and 1 yellow, so the red one. Structure, and the yellow. Attack -1. So let's put that on there and have him a structural hit there. Next up here, we get to fire and scuttle. I had planned on having him take out these, but I can't remember with what weapons I wanted him to take them out with. So I'm going to use the LAU on that Scud because it's worth more points with a +2. So I get to keep it and take it out, and then I move here into a hover. Freak is going to fire, oh what the heck, we're gonna need to fire both of these. 7, I get to keep it. No, 6 with a +1. Oh. So it's taken out. Let's roll to see. Yeah, we get to keep the other one as well. So, does Freak move anywhere? Yeah, he is going to move in towards this, just in case they go hide. So we remove that one. And next up is, let's see here, 6 points. That's 6. So do I take out these as well? Then we're good. Pop-ups, enemy cover roll. 0, anyone emerges. You are coming out of your hiding spot. So Freak, after the enemy attacks, which there are none, Freak is going to fire both of these in here. And he has a +1, so the truck with a +3, yep, we get to keep it. And the Scud, that's a 9, we get to keep that as well. And I think that's it, so Freak's just gonna move home. Scuttle is going to fire this LEU on the Scud. Get to keep the weapon, destroy it, and move this way. Loiter counter goes down, no pop-ups, the enemy cover roll. 0 emerges, we don't need that. Freak is going home, taking a beating. Skull is moving here. No, he is firing from there and is firing both his weapons. Just because he can. And it's the last thing that's gonna happen this game. That Hellfire is a hit. Do we keep the LAU? let's see. 6, yeah, we keep it. Then he moves here. We advance the loiter counter. Pop up, enemy cover roll, doesn't really matter, but let's do it anyway. A 6, all infantry, there are none. Fast, enemy attacks, none, and we go home. Well, that went very smooth. I got another option point for destroying a unit. And I got my last 4 points, which means unless something really bad happens here, I get inflict 1 light hit on a random aircraft. Ugh. Let's take, hope it's 1 to 5 on freak then. 7, nope. It is on skull. Structure. Both of these planes are hit. So that's all. Let's go to end of day. No fly stress. We have these, they have no stress. Then we gain the special option points, so up to 6 points. And we move enemy battalions. As usual, it's -2. Let's see this 7, 8. 6 and 4, which means they are holding. This one is probably going to move back, yeah. And the 4S is sitting where it is. We don't lose any special option points. We do not need any replacements. And we are going to repair. Just because we can. 1, 2 and 3. We need those shining on our victory march afterwards. And just because. Same reasoning here. Prior to R&R. Yeah, let's do that. Remove 2 to there, 4 to there, and we take that one out. And the day counter is to 9, but we are done here. And let's see what we ended up with. We ended up with some really good pilots actually. We had Freak. When we started this, he was a green. Now he's skilled, so he's moved up 2 ranks. Scuttle is now a veteran from his skilled start, and Gator is skilled. He started at average, so they all got at least 1 promotion each. The Super Cobras did alright in their roles. They shot down all but 1 helicopters, I think. We had 1 of the Thunderbolts taking down 1 with a cannon, but that's it. On the other hand, the Thunderbolt pilots here, these did the brunt of the work. I think that Halo, still a newbie now, he flew 1 mission. Just when, was it Thor that took a beating on the first day? So we had him fly 1 mission, but that's it. Otherwise, Rebel and Thor was flying. And these cool stats did a lot of that, and I did a few Proto R&Rs just to keep them up in the air. That's my smallest one. What can you say about the Thunderbolts? They're beautiful. Take a lot of beating, they can dish out a lot of damage. Wonderful overall, but expensive to have. It cost 9 points each, and we started with 33, so well, can't have all of them though. The RQ1s, they were very vital to my strategy throughout this campaign, and I lost 3 of them all in all, but I still had 1. Also the scouts, I lost 2 of them. In the end here there were only 3 battalions left, which I didn't take out, and it was this supply depot, which I didn't feel I had enough firepower to take out. I needed basically both Thunderbolts for that. Then we had this dismounted. Also a lot of targets, a lot of soft targets, but only worth 2 points, so I didn't really go for that. Then we have the convoy here. I did hit that once to half it, but well, I could have gained 2 SO points, but I didn't really need that. It felt like I had a lot of points throughout the game. And as I said halfway, this card is awesome, and since there are only 10 mission events cards, I got this 3rd time now. I didn't really use it this time, but it was also one of the vital points to get Thor and Rebel up in the air flying all day long. They flew, I think Rebel flew all days, right? Or did he? Oh, 7 or 8 days, and Thor flew 7 days too, I think. I had, as usual, I have to say, quite a bit luck with the die rolls. I had pretty much luck with the battalions, since I didn't draw that many of them with some bad effects down here. I could take them out the first day and then really don't worry about it. 31 points is what I ended up with, which makes a great evaluation. Well, I hope you enjoyed this complete playthrough of Iran General War, and I know I made a few rule mistakes here and there, but overall I think that was a solid win. Take care, have fun, and keep playing. Bye bye.